that's been trending, all through last to this week, and it's about a comment many have described as a swipe at actor John DeMello, made by Foreign Affairs Minister Honorable Shirley Ayoko Boche, on a political platform. So, in her quest to canvass votes for the New Patriotic Party's parliamentary candidates for the Ayawaso West Wogon
constituency,
Hassan, against National, Democratic Congress's John DeMello, Honorable Shelley stated that, quote, Parliament is for serious-minded people and not people who have done some movies and think they're popular, end of quote. Now, her comment obviously elicited reactions from industry persons and creative people as well, who argued that the statement was an affront to, the arts, demanding a retraction and an unqualified apology to, the people of the arts from the government appointee. Now, last weekend on the show, George, we had actor Van Vicker, musician Bisa Kade, and Berima Sydney, and they have thoughts to share. Listen.
This puts me in a very disconsolate position. I feel unhappy hearing it. Because I think actors are very serious people. If we have to go in the studio to sing a song, or if we have to go and act in front of the cameras, does that make us any less serious? Does that, by extension, make us uneducated? Does that, by extension, make us people who cannot come up with policies? Or does that make us people who don't have common sense? I think it's a very sad statement to make, honestly. We all want people.
Yeah.
I mean, you being in politics does not make you any smarter than me because I'm in movies or because I'm in entertainment.
Yeah.
I'm probably smarter than she is. That's unfortunate. She shouldn't have said that.
So what's your take on the audio that we heard?
Well, I think I'll go with Van Vicker. I mean, let's face it. I mean, very, very unfortunate, statement.
Yeah.
It's nothing like, the creative arts thing. I mean, anything you create, do with your mind, your brain. I mean, you can't. I mean, it's not an easy, So like Van said, I don't even know what to say, but then very, very bad. I mean, as
Bisa, what do you make of it?
I don't think it's a very nice thing to say, like what she said, because I support it no matter what, and we're one people, one industry, and at some point we'll be needed in these spaces, so it's not something you have to say. If maybe you can't say, like, you're not thought of it, say you want to use like somebody popular, and I said BB to market will be you don't have to say that, because
yeah. Okay.
So let me just chip in.
Yes.
As much as what she said was very, very unfortunate. I think she was just playing politics.
That was the question I was just about to ask. That gentlemen, what do you say to those who say she was just playing politics? I mean, really.
And so they will go to a certain degree to try and intimidate you, try and make you look irrelevant to the electorates. That's the whole idea. So I don't want to take it from any negative point. I'm seeing it as, not that what she said was positive, but I'm seeing it as she was just playing games. And I know indeed she didn't mean it.
Actor Van Vicker, musician Bisa Kade, and Berima Sydney there. But Uncle Ken and Sadiq Abdullahi Abu also reacted to the story, and the banter between the two was quite hot. Listen.
I am never surprised at what happens when politicians get on a campaign
platform,
because this particular matter has been said before. I remember when Mohamed Okno was trying to get into parliament, the same thing was said about her. I remember somebody making a comment that parliament was not for comedians. Other people make worse comments about decent people in the name of partisan politics. People make all this information. And so it depends on the individual. When people decide to attack a particular individual for purposes of partisan politics, I don't take that too seriously. People in this industry have a platform. So whenever we hear such things, we tend to bring the issues onto our platform and blow it out.
You see, when you
and I don't blame us for doing so. It's because if we were to take every little thing that people say about others to talk about will never end, especially in a campaign period like this. If we are going to condemn, let's condemn across board.
Why should I worry about? Hold on.
Why should you worry?
Why should I worry what I haven't heard?
You haven't heard
Have
other
you?
things being said. I've heard so many things being said about other people.
For lawyers, for doctors, for engineers.
The hairdresser.
George.
Honestly, I felt it was a very careless statement to make by somebody who ought to know better.
Yeah.
She's a cabinet minister. Beyond that, her background, from what I understand, is communications, creative arts. So she ought to know better.
saying careless, huh?
Yeah, of course she was playing politics, but circumspection comes in. George,
Hold on.
you won't tell me that because of politics.
Hold on. Sadiq, hold on.
George, you won't tell me that because you are playing politics.
Sadiq, hold
you
on.
go and stand there and say this particular tribe, they are not serious and they don't need to do that. At that particular level,
Sadiq, don't go
you
there.
will be circumspect about it.
Don't
You
go
know
there.
that
Sadiq,
because even though if I'm
don't
playing politics,
go
I don't have
there.
to go into this particular.
It's Showbiz A to
very
Z.
wrong for somebody to have called a certain group of people a Chem Mafia.
Of course it is, but then again, George, no. The person was being subjective
is.
on it.
Oh, so
Was being subject, but again, you cannot stop the
but
attempts.
why
No.
are you
But you
justifying
can
that?
stop-
Hold on, Uncle Ken. Oh, Sadiq, sit down.
Get up! Get up! Get up!
No,
Don't
Ken
worry.
does this to
Uncle
you
Ken, stop it.
consistently.
Uncle Ken, don't do that. I'm mute. Don't worry. Uncle Ken, don't interrupt.
Consistently.
Uncle Ken, you shouldn't interrupt.
It's Showbiz A to Z. Uncle Ken in his usual
wait.
element.
All that happened here last week? I mean, was I here?
Yeah, you were here.
All that happened. Uncle Ken, did you do that?
Well, you shouldn't have done this.
Uncle Ken, did you do that last week?
remember.
You actually said get out. You sacked Sadiq from the studio.
For once, I felt
You know-
Uncle Ken and Sadiq were reenacting what happened between John DeMello and
Oh, okay. They were reliving the moment. Okay.
Anyway, but in all of this, what does the president of the Creative Art Council, Marco Kwekumanti, has to say about Madame Shirley's comment? Listen.
There's a perception that I'm defending this statement. People think that it's because I am MPP, I'm being political. Honorable Shirley Aikobochi
Yeah.
was actually the one in charge of the Tourism, Art and Culture Manifesto for MPP.
Okay.
2016. I remember when I was going to defend the Creative Arts Bill in Cabinet, when the parliamentarians said they were tired. She was the one who said, hey, Yanko Baby Ao. And I said, hey, what's your interest? He says, hey, creative people are my people.
Yeah.
I'm the one who put their document together, so I have an interest. Mark, sit down, we'll go through it. That preamble gives us the feeling that she's actually not anti-creatives. No. But if you listen to the audio well, she's saying that it's a serious business. So don't let him feel that because of his popularity, it's not about his creativity. The person is taking advantage of his popularity.
Oh, Mark, but does that make the person unserious to be in parliament?
Did she mention unserious people or it's a serious
He
place?
says it's a serious place.
Yes.
And it's a serious business.
Yes.
So
The
if
place
you
is
think
not for people that have done movies. No.
Thank you. Right.
I'm just me a popular. No,
Thank you.
no.
But you've changed it.
That's what she said.
No.
So, do you see anything wrong with what Honorable said from a creative perspective? Because you're a creative as well.
Yes, I am. There's already a perception about us. And that is why you are tempted to accept that whenever somebody says you are not serious, I'll see you serious. But I've never seen this industry as unserious.
So, do you see anything wrong with what she said? That's the question.
Depending on how objective and how subjective you want to go. I can wear some lens and see everything bad about this. And I can wear another lens and see it as there's nothing wrong.
So you've heard from an actor, musicians, industry critics, and Creative Art Council's president. But no, the story doesn't, end here because the minister released a press, statement this week, claiming that her words were twisted by desperate political, opportunist. And I've got excerpts of that statement. I'll quickly read through
Go
it.
ahead, yeah.
So it says, my attention has been drawn to attempt by a political opponent and other detractors to read meanings into some comments I made while supporting my hard-working sister, Honorable Lydia Hassan, during her rally at Ayawaso West, Wogon, a few days ago. Now, my comments on that platform were made in particular reference to Honorable Lydia Al-Hassan's opponent, where I intimidated that popularity alone does not make one the obvious choice for Parliament. Now, I went on to appeal to her constituents to vote for her to continue to do more for them. It was never meant to be an attack on a particular person or the entire filmmaking and creative arts industry. Any desperate attempt by political opportunists to twist and portray this as a swipe at an entire industry should be treated with the contempt it deserves. Records clearly show that this is a sector that has always been dear to my heart, one that I have personally championed and promoted at various levels during my political career, and I would be the first to acknowledge that the creative arts sector has churned out some of the finest lawmakers in the history of our country. I want to reassure members of this important industry of my respect and continued support. Signed, Honorable Shirley Ayoko Boche. So that's Madam Shirley's statement. But George, even after the statement, the story sort of didn't end here. It took a new twist this week, and I've got all the gist to share with our listeners. So it began when some actors, hit the streets to campaign for the incumbent MP for Ayawaso West Wogon, Lydia Al-Hassan, to retain her seat ahead of the December, 7 polls. Now, in a video shared on social media, actor Calibos, Bismarck the Joke, Bibi Bright, Prince David Osei, Jessica Williams, Kwesi Oting, who's right here, and General Ntatia were dressed in, the new patriotic party's paraphernalia while preaching for more for Nana. And as we thought, one would think that this was going to be seen as normal because, these actors clearly, they've declared their political stance. And I mean, in 2016, they campaigned for the president. So really, one would think that this is no news. But some industry persons and, colleague actors thought it was insensitive on the part of these actors to be campaigning for Madam Lydia against colleague actor John DeMello, and they had two major reasons why it was insensitive. Number one, they argued that Ayawaso isn't the constituency of these actors, and two, the fact that just a week ago, the Foreign Affairs Minister passed a comment which was seen as an affront to the arts should have been, motivation enough for them to decline to campaign for Madam Lydia Al-Hassan. And I tell you what, the conspiracy theories were a lot, George. I saw actress Beverly Afaglo, post in support of John DeMello, alleging that these actors were paid to slay DeMello's reputation and his genuine, intention for the people.
But did they slay his reputation in any way? Was there any
that's
attempt?
her opinion. That's her opinion.
There's a part of the story, Evan, because in a sharp rebuttal to all of it, a certain Noella Kharyne Yalley put up a very beautiful post on Facebook, which also ought to be in the news.
Let's not get into that, George.
Okay.
So let's focus on these, celebs. So I'm going to read to you what Beverly posted on, Instagram. So she said, "How will I be able to slay, taint, or dishonor a colleague's name and hard work? How will I forget friendship and family for money and fame? How will I be able to disregard my profession and allow politics to make a ridicule of my profession? It will be difficult. Thank God I am not in that corner, but we should all remember that after 7th December, life still goes on." End of quote. Now, actor James Gardner also posted a lengthy write-up showering praises on John, talking about how resilient and passionate he feels about, really helping the people of Ayawaso West Wogon. And broadcast journalist Bridget Otu also thought it was a daft move for Calibos and co to campaign against John. But Calibos had a reply for the likes of Beverly, Bridget, and James Gardner. It's quite lengthy, so I had to edit, leaving the salient part of it. So I'm going to quickly read through that, and it reads, quote, "A letter to all fellow Ghanaians. I think it's about time our school system start teaching us what democracy is and what opinions are. We are all made individually to make different choices, and that doesn't mean an opinion of A is an enemy to B. For your information, John DeMello and I are very cool, and we are not determined enemies. So stop creating rooms for that, because he knows what democracy and friendship is, myself with some colleagues went to Ayawaso, West Wuogon, Ablekuma North and Jamestown to campaign for our beloved party NPP and our president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. However, the hypocrisy in some of us so-called friends are overwhelmingly surprising. A wake-up call for those who chant #I Dey For You for John, who are supposed friends and colleagues of John, but have never posted or shown support towards his campaign until Calibos and Co. went to show support for their party NPP. Now we are seeing people post John writing essays with big grammar as if they attended Montessori, while we the Saitosians did what we believe in. Well, I am glad I was able to divulge the pretenders who wouldn't do anything but will say everything. And to John, I wish you all the best in this election, and I always #Day for you, but you're on the other side, I beg your pardon. And that's what Calibos had to say
Interesting.
in, sharp rebuttal to, these celebs.
It doesn't look like this thing is going to end anytime soon, does it?
I'm telling you, it's not going to end anytime soon. And away from that, George, we are only 2 days away from the election.
Yes.
One thing most celebs or influential personalities have been preaching is peace.
Yeah, it's very important.
Elections. But what will influence the vote of these celebrities, and who are they voting for, and what are their peace message? Listen.
This is one message from Dope Nation. We want to say, everybody out there, when you go and vote, vote in peace, Charlie. When you finish, come house, Moku find the winner, make the person work hard, and then make Ghana a very big nation and make Ghana proud.
It's election year, and I just want to tell everybody to just go and vote. It's all about your Kokomoti power. Make sure you choose your leader, the first gentleman that you know, so he can rule this country. I love you. No violence. Just stay calm.
Let's just go and vote in pride. Go and vote whoever you want to vote for. Go home, electoral commission will mention whoever will win, and Ghana will move on at the end of the day.
Exactly. We all need to exercise that authority given to us, the power of our thumb to decide who we want to choose as our president. Nobody should take that away from you, but don't lose your thumb in the process. Don't lose your life in the process. So avoid any form of violence, avoid any form of fight.
No matter who you vote for, no matter how the election turns out, no matter how it ends, the candidates after the election, then they sleep. If they win or they lose, they still go back to their houses, they have fly cars, they still fly out the country and have fun. Please, be peaceful, whether you win or you lose. Men because your party lost. You can have a peaceful election and have a peaceful nation.
I'm voting for the president. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, no doubt.
Why?
Okay, two things, right? One, I would say I really admire the way they've managed the energy, situation. Before then, we all remember the Doomsor stuff. I mean, like almost like 3 years, we're in this Doomsor thing. I remember we doing the Doomsor must stop stuff and all that. Okay. Also, there's one thing I'll say. You see, it's not fair to judge somebody's 8 years with somebody's 4 years. It's just fair that we give him another, 4, so that we can compare the two very well.
Honestly, I think Nana Addo has done a lot. Mahama too has done a lot. But at the end of the day, everybody has their own way of thinking. So they didn't election.
My question is, how many candidates are on the ballot box? There are 12. You have limited yourself to 2 choices. You say you vote, nothing will happen. You don't vote. You are giving power to people who've been given yam and t-shirt to go and decide who becomes president of this country or who stays as president. You have to vote.
Favorite celebrities, and they're preaching one thing: be peaceful during this election. We don't want any violence.
No, we don't.
Before I go, let's go through the trends. And Adebayo is trending. Delish is also trending. You know why?
What happened? We heard
that Delish dribbled Adebayo or cheated on Adebayo. So yeah, that's why they're trending. Ike Donko is trending. And Ghana's trending, Wizkid is trending, Davido is trending. A lot of people are trending, so go on social media.
But I find it difficult. I sometimes don't understand you women.
Why?
What exactly do you want?
What do you mean, what do we want?
You ask them, they will tell you, oh, man, I want a tall man. You get a tall man, you cheat. You get a short man, you cheat. You get a poor man.
But it's not all
you
about
cheat.
being tall.
You get a rich man, you cheat.
It's not all about
what do
being
you
rich
want?
and poor.
Uncle Ken, I have to ask, what do you want?
Did you ask
Get to
women-
know what we want.
Did you ask her what women want?
Yes.
Oh, George, let me tell you something.
Please tell me, Uncle Ken.
Ask a woman what kind of
It will be
man
there.
she wants.
Mm-hmm.
Then sit back and listen to how she explains characteristics of a non-living thing. Did you hear that?
Did you hear what Uncle Ken said?
Yeah, I
No,
did.
she didn't hear. She was talking.
Ask a woman what kind of man she wants and sit back and watch her describe the characteristics of a non-living thing.
No, that's not true.
All right,
Oh,
Noella.
very
That's
true.
not true.
But thank you very much.
Thank
That's
you
it for
too.
Showbiz this week. Thank you very much. We're going to get into our convo. Let me go straight to Donna Ray Rock from the Rock Factory. Is it Rock Factory or Rock Factor? Which one is it?
It's Rock Factory.
Rock Factory.
The company.
The company is Rock Factory.
Yes.
So what is Rock Factory? What do you do there? What does the company do?
So Rock Factory is a grassroots hub. What we do, we represent authentic brands in the diaspora.
Okay.
Anything to do with the culture, anything to do with authenticity. Yes.
So what brings you into Ghana? I heard something about some Renaissance journey. What's that all about?
So the Renaissance, what do you call it?
Renaissance. Is
Renaissance.
That, yeah.
You said Renaissance, we said Renaissance.
Renaissance.
I'm not sure what the difference pronunciation is.
That one. Yeah, that one. That
But
journey.
this is the Renaissance
The
journey.
Renaissance journey.
So the Renaissance journey is pretty much what it is. It's a journey with the Rock Factory and myself in Ghana in respect to the culture, the creative aspect of the culture, to export the culture, and of course, to market the brands and to distribute that product or those products within the diaspora. Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
So this is interesting. I kind of like it because the reason when I heard about it, the reason I thought we should have a chat with you was that this has been a very difficult year for art and tourism globally because of COVID-19.
Correct.
Nobody is traveling. Nobody is going anywhere. So why do you even want to do anything relating to journeys when nobody's going anywhere anyway? What's the point?
Well, I mean, remember, we are the Rock Factory, and myself, I am the Rock. I mean, resilience is what we do. I mean, so as far as like we're able to move, which is a good thing, people are traveling. So I decided that I was committed to a project that with the Minister of Culture and Tourism, and since nothing happened in the year, of course, because of this whole COVID situation, and it was only the time for me to come back. I mean, to at least lock what I have to lock in and to begin what I have to begin in respect to this particular project. And this particular project is the brand identity of the Ghanaian brand.
That's very interesting. Uncle Ken, I don't know if you get... Last year was a big year in Ghana. I mean, with the year of the return and all the people that came in. Then this year, just
All
like
of a
every other
sudden.
country, everything just died. Everything. So I found it fascinating when I heard that somebody had traveled all the way from Jamaica, come into Ghana.
From the
to
US,
try,
please,
from
and
the
thanks.
US, sorry. Come all the way into Ghana to try to retell, the story and try to encourage people to come back.
It shows how important they take what happened last year.
Thank you.
Interesting.
Exactly.
It's as simple as that.
Interesting.
Simple as that, right?
Interesting.
So
Interesting.
It's primarily to actually encourage the diasporan to come back, but come back with understanding of knowledge of what to expect, where to go, what to eat. You understand? And who are these individuals, influencers, brands, restaurants, hotels? Where to go? Because they don't really understand. It's besides just partying. See, Ghana is not about just coming in and party and leave. Right, the focus of the year return, I don't think it was supposed to party and leave. It was to come in and to help build. Correct?
Well, that's true.
Exactly.
It was to come in and help build. That is true. Kwesi, what do you think of the initiative?
I think it's amazing, and it's unfortunate that COVID has tried to shift the dynamics a little, but at least now we see the importance of it, the business of it, and the need of it, family reconnection, and so I'm looking at 2021 being like a time that this whole COVID situation is over, so that we really take it every year, and I'm seeing the country filled with a lot more
people that have come to actually stay.
That is what that's where I'm gonna go back to you, Donore. So how does the Ghanaian entrepreneur, the hotel operator, the taxi driver, the tourism guide, how do they stand to benefit from these renaissance journey? From this renaissance journey?
Listen, I mean, I am from a country. Well, I'm from a world.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say a country. I'm from a world, particularly Jamaica, the Caribbean, particularly Jamaica. Jamaica is a highly driven tourism country. We live, eat, sleep tourism. And in respect to Africa and in respect to Ghana, it needs to start living also on tourism. It is a big vibrational, currency.
Yeah.
And we need to start gaining on the currency. And for us to do that, we have to let the diaspora understand the brand of Ghana. The world already understand the brand of Jamaica.
Yeah.
The music, the food, the
Yeah.
everything. So
Yeah.
what we need to start building Ghana in respect to the culture. So we could have more tourism come into Ghana and start building up the country some more and bringing some money.
And bring in some money. I like that part. So what is it gonna entail? Like you're gonna visit the tour sites, do videos. What are you gonna do exactly?
It is really an in-depth series. It's actually a TV series.
Okay.
It's 12 episodes.
Interesting.
It's going to be shot. I am, of course, the focal point of the show. And me being the focal point of the show with a local Ghanaian is going to be the audience will experience my behaviors in respect to the food. How do I react to eating banko and kenke with my hand and all these things? I'm not used to those things. The language, the similarities, the differences. I mean, besides the historical sites and all this other cinematography, details, but the other part of this particular Renaissance journey is to really show the people that we are the same people. To actually, bring across, how connected we are. In aspect of all these elements within the culture aspect of.
Pretty interesting.
Yes.
Sounds good. I mean, we're going to be looking forward to it. And of course, Joy FM, with the multimedia brand, I don't think there's any media organization in Ghana that represents our culture, the people, and, shows the various aspects of our culture, and no radio or media organization in Ghana does it better than we do. So doors are always open. You can always come back home, and then so far as it is projecting Ghana to the rest of the world, we're here to support.
Yes.
That's what we do.
It's time for us to connect. We're in the first decade.
Yeah.
A new decade in the second year.
Yeah.
And I think we have to start setting the trends and keep setting those trends. And lead the decade.
Beautiful.
And make things happen.
Yeah, that's important. We're streaming live on Facebook. You've got to be a part of our conversation. Go to Facebook right now at Joy 99.7 FM, hashtag Showbiz A to Z. We're also going to be connecting with Claudia Lumo and Whitney Buache Mensa later on. But Donna Ray Rock is staying with us. She's going to be a part of our conversation today. Uncle Ken, finally, we got a female panel member. She's staying with us today.
Yes, but we're not going to have her all the time, are we?
Yes, but at least...
You're going to have me all the time, Uncle Ken. Uncle Ken.
Yes.
You will have me all the time. Don't say that.
No, that's fine.
Are you happy?
She lives here.
On and off. Once she's here, she'll be with us.
So it's not all the time. It's on and off. But that's better than nothing.
Yeah, it's better than nothing.
I am so happy that we're going to have her here.
Beautiful. Stay on. It's Showbiz A to Z. We'll be right back.
Wicked, jungle is massive.